I'm very excited because we've been waiting for this opportunity for a long time. We obviously thank the government of Rwanda and the Commonwealth Enterprise Business Council, which has organized this Commonwealth meeting, and we have an opportunity to launch our hub. The hub was opened in April last year, 2020. They wanted to open it much earlier, but it was not possible because of COVID. But last year they managed to open it, and now we are launching it. And we are lucky that we have managed to sign MOUs with a number of partners in government. This includes the Rwanda Development Board, includes the Ministry of Health, includes the University of Rwanda, includes the ATL, which is the mother company of all the aviation group, and also includes the Rwanda Energy Group. All these, we have developed certain activities, but we want to also develop it further, and we started working with them, improving in their processes and whatever they're doing, whether it's capacity building, or in the issues of innovation, or in the issues of research, and that's why we're involved in. The journey was long because they had to get to look around Africa. I mean, it could have been opened in any other African country, but they specifically selected Rwanda because they found it's the best environment to work in. So Coventry University, after looking at all factors, because they used even the number of top-level consultants, bodies, to come and look around Africa, what would be the best country to start the hub. So after that, they decided that Rwanda is the best country to do this because of the environment which they work in. Ours is not, we don't do any teaching, we don't do any research, but we do linkages with governments, with industries, with universities, with research institutions, and with private sector in helping them in a number of ways. First of all, with universities, we link them up what we call academic partnerships, whereby students can study either where they are, or they can go to Coventry, or they can do this mixed mode of training. Okay? For example, now we want to work with the University of Rwanda, whereby we start different programs, mostly in the health sector and engineering sector, whereby when the students graduate, they will end up with dual degrees, a degree in University of Rwanda, a degree of University of Rwanda, and a degree of University of Coventry. So that is a plan which we are going to do. Number two is research in the area of research. Coventry University is very high level regarded in terms of research which makes impact to the population. So what we do, we look at partners and we start working on similar projects in the research area which can make an impact either in whether it could be medical, it could be environment, it could be in agriculture, it could be in science and technology. So we link them up with the scientists in Coventry University. Number three is the issue of assisting industries. We have a department which works on enterprise and innovation. So look at the processes of an industry and try and assist it to improve their processes and do things better. Okay? So that's another area which we work on. The fourth area which we work on is to assist our students to be practically oriented. If you look at Coventry University, all their students, because they make sure that they are linked with industry, they work in industry up to 1 year, and we find that our students, 97% of our students get employed immediately in industries. So it's only, this is the highest percentage you can get. You don't get this type of percentage with quite a number of universities to get employed because of the way we train and because the way we link up with industry. So that's what we are going to do in a lot of these countries which we are working with. For example, ourselves, we make sure that the students who come out in any area they are working, they are practically oriented. We work with industries. We ask them what they want us to do, which we don't do in our African universities. We ask, what type of students do you need? And then when we decide that, then we get people who are working from industry to teach the students. And they also go to industry to work there, and so on and so forth. So when they come out, they are already practice-oriented, and they get employment. So these are the examples, the system, which we are going to, obviously, to try and work with our partners in Africa. We have signed the partnerships with a number of institutions, yes. And we have to show them how we do business. And we will try to convince them to do the similar business the way we do it. I'm sure they will buy it. If they don't buy it, obviously they will give us a reason why they don't do it. But we try, our job is to try to convince them the better way to do whatever they are doing. And that's how we are going to be working. The University of Rwanda asked us to work in the health sector and engineering sector. But it can be in anything, in business, in finance, in peace and security, in water and agriculture, water and soil, whatever in the area of agriculture. Okay? So we cover all these areas. So we either they are research institutions or they are training institutions or the innovation level. So those are the areas Octo will cover more or less all the areas. In the health sector, in the engineering sector, in the finance sector, in the economic sector.
That's fine.
Coventry University wants to be an economic development partner for all our partners in Africa. For example, Coventry University has over 50,000 students around the world. Okay? So Rwanda will now increase these numbers. So we can aim as high as we can, as long as we have partners who are willing to work with us. So it's quite I think I can say that, I mean, the graduates who come out of universities here, they're around maybe, roughly, let's say talk about 60,000 students. It's possible to do quite a big percentage of this. I started being in the education sector as a teacher or a lecturer in 1971. That's 51 years ago. And I've been proud to work in quite a number of institutions, in quite a number of countries, in Tanzania, in Nigeria. In Rwanda, I've been the longest period in Rwanda. And I think one of the things which makes me proud is to start institutions which have brought a lot, have built a lot of capacities in a lot of countries. In Tanzania, in Africa, when I was in Nigeria, we were working at the Africa level. If you look at Rwanda, for example, a lot of students who are trained in KIST and NUR, they occupy quite a number of significant levels. You know, they occupy a number of levels, senior levels, middle levels, and so on and so forth. And I think they are making a difference for Rwanda. So this makes me proud that I did my small part. I started institutions like KIST, which now is the College of Science and Technology here in Rwanda. I was able to maybe reform the University of Rwanda, and so on and so forth. So I've been in the ministries, I'm now in the private sector. And I think that makes me proud to see that you are making some difference. You are contributing a bit to make a change and give some people capacities to really be proud of themselves and make a difference for themselves, make a difference for their families, and make a difference for the country.